Did we start yet?
Oh, we've literally just begun. Oh, hey, my camera's not working. That's wonderful news. Hi, everybody.
We can see it.
I know you guys can, but this stream they cannot. All right. I'll fix that while we go with a quick recap of what happened.
Ooh, check out this
last
Dungeons
time.
Dragons stream from 13 seconds ago.
Don't mind if I do.
There we go. There we go. All right. Camera is up and working. All right. So, what happened last time with the Dawnforged company was they had made their way into the magical fjords. Everybody loves fjords, the Vatmini fjords, where there had been reportedly rumors of like bubbles of time and things frozen in space. And upon arriving there, in the dark, strewn, half Shadowfell forests, fighting their way through, or actually being navigated through and making half of a deal with darkness, maybe? I don't know. Could be responsible for some of the safe passages. Who knows? But after making their way there, they did walking through the memories of both. Sorry, what were you saying? Okay, not too.
Yep.
Okay, and after walking through the memory of Uza when he was still a Kenku, little Kenkuza, they had found Labellus Honoris, the god of time, who's just like, hey, did you do that first thing yet? And after kicking off what is probably recorded history on a whim of a time god, they found themselves back walking. Well, first they had to go through the town of Vicer and see his kind of nice little village and actually get a chance to rest there. There's some. Jess, you're still unmuted, just so you know. We can hear some mumbling.
Would be in the fridge.
Anyway, totally threw me off. Let's see. Oh yeah, and
Maybe
then
check the countertop.
Yeah, Brandon, check the goddamn countertop.
yeah, fucking check the countertop.
Give me a balls of dog!
I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right, so
Good stuff.
So, upon getting back to Labellus North, he told them that they have to... Wow, we are just already... Great start. Great start. Let's go.
Sorry. Sorry.
That's all I got.
Rails. Where we going now?
Let the entire campaign burn. No. All right, so they... to receive the time stop spell, they had to defeat the previous champions who had earned it. And there were these elves, it's uncertain from when time they came from. They had seemingly, they fought in a pattern and had most of their strategy to cover you in dark and beat you to death with spells and things foiled quite effectively by the team, including slows, a jillion counter spells, just totally shut down.
It was 2.
It was 3.
Maybe 3. Was it 3?
Yeah,
That
that's a
is a
lot
jillion.
that is a lot of counter spells for one little
Sure.
scruffle. But they did manage to defeat them, and also made sure that none of them died. Which is a good thing because you don't want to kill people who are heroes in history. For
For
reasons.
the future, but thanks for giving us the tip that it was in the history.
I didn't say what part of history. It's all history, eventually. And I'm God. It's all history to me. All right. So, you've defeated these elves. Most of them lay unconscious at this moment. I think the last one surrendered, if I remember correctly, because there was clearly no point in fighting on.
That biddy went down fighting, if I remember
Yeah.
right.
Oh, did
This
they?
guy up here surrendered, and he surrendered early. She's the last one that went down, and she was fighting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 'cause
okay.
we're like, you want to surrender? There's not much chance. She's like, I can't. And she swung.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. Perfect. Yeah, because she was the one who had... Yeah. All right. Cool.
Who's the leader?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that make...
You have to go down with the ship.
Wait, hold on. I have the... Yeah, okay. Perfect. So, I'll go ahead and bring down this. You guys find yourself. And as you're all standing, the effects of this battle now clearing, the blood red pools disappear. They go back to. 1 second.
Quick question.
Yeah.
But she seems like she wants to go for a nap.
Yeah, give her a nap. That's fine. Sorry, 1 second. The baby is being a babu.
As they do.
Yep. As they are wont to do. But as this goes, suddenly the water becomes clear, no longer filled with blood, and again you seem to time skip forward. You watch as the pool rapidly clears. Lily pads begin to grow underneath you, and you find yourself back. Same place, but surrounded by just this kind of now once horrible, covered in blood temple of who knows what, back into this wonderful throne that Labellus North is sitting at, next to him, Garamorn. And a throne has literally grown out of the waters. It's hard to tell with the time lapse whether it was grown or whether it was built, but it's surrounded by these lovely pink petals. Oh, hold on 1 second.
Bit bad.
Back.
Excuse me.
Disgusting.
I know.
I really hate the games that show a 100% complete rate. Like, they never. The only way you could achieve that is if you go online and cheat. Like, there's never any way to do that naturally.
To do what?
To get a 100% complete on a video game like Witcher or Death Stranding or any of that, like, there's no way to do it unless you cheat. And I'm like, I think they should make it easy enough that somebody playing the game naturally can figure it out.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Well, you definitely ain't cheating, at least.
I don't know how many times. Usually I won't do anything on my first playthrough, but if I'm doing a new game plus, or if I'm trying to do 100%, I will totally be like, location of Zingwanger. Oh, okay, I gotta go there. Alright, okay, where's it on the map? Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Okay, alright, I can do that.
That's how I play Elden Ring. It's like, my sword's not strong enough. I'm gonna hunt me down, go to fucking Games Radar or something to find where those smithing stones are at. That's what I'm doing today. Just wandering, hunting those boys down.
Smithing
They
Stone
need to be
8.
gooder.
Shit, I can't get at it yet.
Yep. Smithing Stone 5s are so annoying. They're just not where I'm at. I gotta go over there. So it's like,
I think they're
So
in
that's-
Atlas, aren't they?
I don't know the names of stuff in Elden Ring.
Okay, you're there. It's the place you recently got to. Where it's
Oh,
like-
yeah. That's why I headed that direction.
Okay.
And why I killed all the guys in the tower and stuff. Oh, that was the most satisfying thing, getting rid of that madness tower. That thing killed me way too many times. I just didn't understand what it wanted from me, and now that I do, they were done.
It wants you to hide from the eye of Sauron.
Yeah, Ty told me that there were people up there I could kill and stop it, and like the next time I loaded up the game, I was like, here we go. Only took me like 3 tries. I'm like, that was stupid. I should have just done that first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh, Brandon, there's a Royal Knight Mercy skin for League tokens right now. You might dig.
I
And I know you have League tokens, so...
yeah.
Best time to use them is when they have these wacky skins. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I would like to say that it's good to know that the standard of being really into Magic and super excited to play it is kind of across the board. Told one of my coworkers, like, yeah, my friends are finally got me to start learning how to play Magic. He's like, oh, dude, here, look at this deck, and he showed me like a red-black deck that was all full of fucking knights and stacking like crazy, and I was like, I don't know what any of this means, but it looks really cool. He's like, we should play right now. No, man, I don't even know what tapping is. I'm getting there.
Nice.
When'd you start playing? Yesterday.
All right, I'm back. As the child decided to hold her for a second, she peed all over the floor. It's all good now, though.
Children. The joys of parenthood.
Yeah, more pee on the floor than you would expect. No.
More pee for you and me.
Oh yeah. All right, so, yes, you guys.
Whoa.
Jesus God, this train wreck the fucking. All right, sorry everybody. All right. Quick drink. Deep breath. So, as time passes quickly around you, the blood red water turning to crystal clear and lily pads growing up and around you, even underneath your feet. You feel yourself even raised slightly above the rocks as the lily pads seem to grow underneath you. Small, tiny, glowing butterflies fill the air around you. And this place that was so oppressive and so doom-like before becomes a nearly idyllic cave. The water itself even seems to glow and sparkle as you look into it. And you recognize water so pure that it could have only come from or been inspired by the Feywild. All of the carvings, which seemingly had some significance before, are covered up by moss and lily pads and are seemingly left to be...
Not playing this game today.
We don't have to, you don't want to.
I'm not fun. Oh.
Anyway.
Womp womp.
Her headset came unplugged and she got
That's
mad.
Fair enough.
Alright. And above, in front of you, a golden throne with a small golden frog at the top, seemingly spitting out water at an infinite rate into a larger, much more fancy throne of a lily pad. You see Labella Sonoreth, and next to him, Germorn. Germorn has visibly aged since you last saw him. And you know, for an elf, that's kind of a big deal. Labella
Ooh,
speaks.
does he look old now?
Not old, just older, aged from what he did look like. Like, he was relatively young looking, and now he looks maybe, you know, like, say he looked like he was 18-ish before, now he looks mid-30s, for if he was a human age.
But there's only one of him.
There's only one of him. Yeah, sitting next to Labella Sonoreth, and Labella speaks first. Welcome back.
Hello.
Looks
Hello.
like hello. Looks like you're
Never
relatively
seen no dragon.
successful. Sorry, what was that?
What?
Still dragon? Did you say?
You're still a dragon.
Yes.
Oh, I can't hear Brandon.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything because I'm
Still a dragon.
a dragon, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Brandon is
Perfect.
saying that out loud. You're fine.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You're all still exactly as the battle ended. It's. I suppose we should send them back to where they belong before anything gets more confusing. And he snaps his finger, and you see the elves just kind of seemingly shift. They like kind of shudder for a second and are gone.
It's just picking up.
Okay. Alright.
No, that's a bummer. I wanted to have an ale with them. Or water. Probably water. Let's stay hydrated in these end times.
Hydration's key.
It never hurts anything. And then you see Labellus in. Oh, what up, Molly? You have missed literally like 10 minutes, if that. Like we've had technical
Yeah.
difficulties. baby's peeing on the floor, and so basically, after the battle was over,
I missed the best part.
Exactly. The arena, the blood cleared out, became clear, beautiful water, and it all transformed into like this idyllic, kind of super fancy place now. And Caramorn, the gold skin elf that was traveling with you guys, when you guys came back, he's visibly aged since you last saw him, which for elves is a big deal. So. Did you with the defeat? Of course, you assume you would like the time stop spell, and Gamon has filled me in on some other questions you might have about defeating gods.
Absolutely.
So you do have to ask them, unfortunately.
Do you have to ask them for the spell?
No.
Questions.
Sorry, the questions. I will give you the spell, of course. In a small time.
Alright. So, questions about taking down gods.
Yes.
I guess.
You see, Garamorn looks extremely annoyed at Libellus and Orith when he says this.
Can I ask why he looks so upset?
It's because I told him we didn't have to do this part, and he insists that we do. It's all... I'm telling you, that's just the way it happened. It's not a short... I understand that's what you see. It's just... Let me take over. If you... Can I prompt them at least? If they wish you to. Do you wish him to prompt you?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
I have a simple question to start,
Yes.
and it's going to be a yes or no. Will stabbing him in the face work?
Eventually.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Do we have to defeat the, thing that the god represents, or does the thing it represents exist outside of the existence of that god?
Like an avatar.
It's a
Right,
wonderful...
do we have to defeat nightmares themselves to defeat the god of nightmare?
wonderful
I thought
question.
Phobator is purple, not blue.
What are you
Yes.
talking about?
What?
No, that's Zach talking. Sorry, Zach is a little out of it.
That's not about painkillers at the moment, so.
I missed everything. Wait, why was...
So Mike says Avatar, blue people.
The dad bunny. Okay.
Wow.
See, I was
impressed.
thinking we were going to have to go beat up a small Asian child.
Yes, that's where I went.
Oh lordy.
You knew it'd be somewhat of a decent fight, I think. One on one?
Small. Oh, yeah, with the avatar. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, still blue.
One that bends air.
Blue arrow, yeah.
Guys, I need your help tonight.
He's got two blue friends.
I need you to,
Red
I need you to
friend.
focus it in. I need you to focus it in for me. I
fair,
need that
that's
help
fair.
tonight.
Why do we need to focus in? Did we start yet?
Yeah, we started quite a while ago at this point.
Oh, shit, my bad.
Okay. So,
Do we need to defeat the concept that the god represents to defeat the god, or can we get rid of one without the other? Do we need to replace them?
Oh, well, the thing is, you're not actually fighting a god. You're fighting an immortal
Yeah.
who is tied to the god, so there's no need to defeat anything about the god. You need to sever him from the god.
Oh.
So, what god is Phobator tethered to?
He is tethered to Morpheus, the god of dreams.
Alright, so he's like a little sub-boss.
His,
Does Morpheus know what he's up to?
unfortunately, that is unknown to me at this time.
What?
No one
What
is
do you mean
quite-
unknown to you at this time? Don't you know all time?
But I still exist within it occasionally. You're like
Is
most of the
Morpheus
time I
even
don't.
still a thing?
Is there a way to talk to Morpheus?
A wonderful question. No one has seen or heard from Morpheus in a while.
Quite some time.
Do you think if I wished hard enough, I could talk to him?
I believe the summoning of a god is beyond... Well, you know what? You might get a piece of him. That's what got the original immortality for this one, calling themselves Phobator now.
So he got immortality through wishing it.
That's correct.
Right. Does that
So
mean
can
he
we
can't
add-
wish for anything else anymore?
He was not capable of magic at the time.
Interesting. Alright. So he was granted the wish by someone?
That's correct.
Who was that?
A long dead wizard. Sorry, what?
Dinner's ready.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Baby's in the bath. Dinner's ready. I gotta pull it out of the oven. I'll be right back. God damn it!
No, you just need to watch her.
Which god?
Yeah.
Which god would you like
Morpheus.
to damn it? Yeah.
He's
Seems
connected
about
to
right.
Morpheus because a wizard, gave it to him. Like
Which
gave
wizard?
him the wish spell. An old one from long ago. He was.
Yeah, let's find out which wizard.
Yeah, I want to find out what he
Mid-
looks like because I want to show up as this guy to the final fight just to fun.
That is fucking awesome.
I just had my first stay-at-home dad moment. That was my casserole. All right.
my casserole.
All right. Sorry. You had just asked who gave him Phobator the Wish,
yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, there's this, there's a wandering wizard who had quite a special item. Well, items, I guess. This deck of cards, you see.
Did shit, fuck,
Right.
dick, ass, tits.
Cold.
Also, can you conjure an image of this sorcerer? What did he look like?
Sure. Any?
Usa, you wanna do a little portrait real quick?
Yes. You mind having Theresa help me?
Absolutely. Two.
Xerox this shit.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So, you guys get out, and it's this relatively young, to your eye at least, looking individual. It's hard to tell if they are a pretty human or an elf of some sort because their ears are tucked back, are almost invisible next to the long hair, and then the large wide-brimmed hat that they have. It's not a wizard hat that comes up to a point. It's flat at the top and then flat around the sides.
Oh my god, is it Big Hat Logan?
It is not Big Hat Logan.
Damn it.
Looks a lot like him, though, actually, come to think of it. But he wears relatively plain clothes. He's giving you a full body image. He's kind of wears like cheap looking burlap. Go ahead, sorry. Do you have a question?
I just want to memorize. Can I memorize the way he looks right now? I just want to be able to look like him later. Like, how do I ensure that?
You know what? Yeah, I'd say that's fine.
Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. The person who is having him pull a card, he has that. Yeah, like you said, he's this wizard. He's got a big flat kind of hat. They wear, like kind of cheap burlap clothes for the most part. And the only thing they have that has really any color to it is this long purple cloak that they wear, kind of pushed back behind them at this point. And they have some sort of like leathers. It's like a leather armor almost that's you can see kind of peeking from underneath the burlap. Yeah. Kind face. The eyes are they're silver eyes. Yeah. Yeah, no facial hair or anything.
So he tied him to Morpheus.
Actually, no. All he did was he allowed him to pull a card. I think he was wary of the deck and wanted to test it on someone else. And so when...
Did this happen at a crossroads?
It did not happen at the crossroads. And actually, the wizard pretended to let him win a bet. They were at a betting table inside of a tavern.
You'll just see Bloodscale fuming.
Just blood scales fuming, is that what you said? Nice.
I mean, what are the odds it's the same deck?
Is it the same deck as the one we've seen?
One of you has seen this deck, that is correct.
Oh,
Which
shit.
one?
Blood scale.
Well, there it is.
I believe they're now calling it the Deck of Many Things.
Would getting possession of this deck help make him not immortal anymore?
Not really, no.
Wouldn't have any effect.
Not that I can see. His power has grown beyond that of the deck. As it's, over these many hundreds of years that he's been alive, he has amassed quite the knack and ability for magic.
Would it be useless for Vicer to wish that his wish was undone?
Absolutely. Entirely useless.
Oh, okay. You don't cross things off the list.
Wonderful question.
But wishing for him to be mortal also out of the picture, I assume?
That's correct, yes, because the thing that makes him immortal is that he's tied to a god. The god's flesh has been implanted within him via this wish, so you cannot wish a god's divinity and self into mortality. Gods are beyond that, unfortunately.
So
Here's a dumb question.
Yes.
Figuring you could see time.
Yes.
If I were to pull a card, would it be beneficial?
Do you have the deck?
No. I know where it is.
I don't see the cards being beneficial.
I just meant in general, not just to
in
this specific.
general, just to, let me think about this. Give me 1 second. I'll check the deck. Well, I need to see what's left in the deck.
I wasn't going to put a plot hole into your point, but if the moon card was already used, it couldn't have been drawn in my backstory.
Oh, no. Well, it depends on... Well, you know what? A lot of cards have been pulled recently. I believe, yeah, it is approaching its renewal. So, yes. Yeah, I can see pulling the cards being of some help.
I have a question.
It's too vague. Do not like.
With when you said there's a piece of the god, and do you mean literally? Like there's a chunk of Morpheus's flesh somewhere in Phobator's body?
That is correct, yes, the god flesh. Similarly,
We gotta literally carve that out of him.
Oh, well, yes, eventually, but there's a few steps before.
I'm gonna get some gloves.
What are the steps?
We come to the question. I told you they'd ask eventually, Father. So, me and Gammon have been experimenting at his request. So, he's been quite extraordinary, if I do admit. He has put himself through quite the ringer at his own behest. But we have found that...
we can see that.
Yes, I'm sure you can. We found that...
Proud of you.
He gives you,
Even
like,
if your
Gammon...
dad isn't, we're proud of you.
Gammon gives you a couple, like, thumbs up. So, we found out no matter how far a god is away from the piece of themselves, there is an etheric tether back to that god. And in order to remove... Well, in order to remove the piece of that god flesh, you must first put yourself into the etheric ley lines of pure magic and sever the ley lines from there. Once severed, the power provided from the god is also severed. They still have a bit of divine presence, but not the access to the immortality or the ley lines that transfer the soul back as a god's soul would be remade, depending on the situation, of course. It's hard for me. Mine is not a realm of death, but that's what Gammon assumes.
How do we access this realm?
I'm so glad you asked. Gammon? Alright, we took a lot of time to figure this out. It took me about 50 years. So, the only way that we were able to do this was I was able to tap into my bardic magic. So, I'm going to have to teach you a song of Discord. A song. I haven't figured out a name for it yet. Maybe you can name it. It's basically you play the opposite of a god presence. You know how god's presence, good ones or ill ones, make you feel a certain way. This tune allows you to play the opposite of it and negate it temporarily. But in that negation, it puts you in the realms between. The first layer of that being the etheric magical network, the ley lines that all tie everything together and make magic possible. So what you're going to do is you're going to play this song. This is the one specific to Phobitor. It was not fun finding. And he's going to hand you this sheet music. He's going to hand it to Vicer. Yeah. And so once you do that, and well, you basically negate the god's presence and yourself from the upper layer of reality, and transpose yourself into the etheric ley lines, being the next level down. You will take some considerable damage from these ley lines, but you can take up to 4 people with you. Once there, you can use, I believe, the Morpheus Edge and the Phobitor's Chris would be adequate weapons for this, to sever the connection between the god and the, I guess we'll call them the blessed. Once you sever that ley line connection, then you merely remove the god flesh from where it is at in the being. And at that point, it should be overloading with magic with nowhere to look, so it should glow of some color. And you should be able to extract that, and that will make them mortal.
Travel between realms easily.
I'm sorry, what?
Can Phobitor travel between realms easily?
He looks to Libellus and Earth. Yes, actually, it's been one of his main strengths in this current campaign of his, traveling between realms and causing, well, a lot of trouble on all of them all at once, so that way no realm has anyone available to help the other. That is why, there's been no seeking of other outside sources at this point.
I sought outside sources. Just saying.
If he were to lose a piece, like if we were to say, sever his arm and send it to another realm, could he easily get it back?
Before or after you've cut the tether?
Before.
Oh, yes, no. Unfortunately, gods, especially, well, he's not a god yet, but I do believe that is something within his power, as he's shown himself able to, split himself before. I believe that would increase your problem, because then you would have 2 halves and possibly even 2 tethers to cut, depending on where he splits.
Right. Do you think can he travel to the ley line, the plane of the ley lines, and stop us from cutting his source?
I actually believe that this is actually something that is beyond his knowledge. His over study of the planar travel and everything concentrates so heavily on his current place and where he's at in time and things like this nature. I believe this might be a blind spot of his. So to him, it would, I can only hope, seem that that you are invisible after playing a song.
Do we have to play this song in his presence?
Yes, you have to be in his presence to negate the presence, to negate your existence, to drop to the ley lines.
How long is the song?
How foolish of a question.
Sorry.
How long is the song?
The song, you can continue to play it as long as you wish, but it takes about 12 seconds to take effect.
Alright, 12 seconds. And so we just have to be near him. He doesn't necessarily have to know that we're there, yeah?
That's correct. It's his divine presence that is the driving actual energy behind the spell's power.
And how close?
Yeah, I was gonna say not to be specific, but how far does that presence go out?
I do not know, unfortunately.
If this song is recorded and played back by magical means or otherwise, will that be as effective as a live performance?
Unfortunately, no. I did test this out. It takes another 6 seconds to go off. Mainly the thing is there's no willpower behind the song, and that seems to be, as willpower is the thing that guides and directs magic. Without it, it is not nearly as effective. Not another 6 seconds. It takes another 12 seconds. I apologize. It has been a long,
So it can work, but
We
It's
would
24 seconds as opposed to 12.
That's correct, yes.
Interesting.
It takes twice as long with no active will behind it.
Is he smart enough to know about this? Like, if we start playing music, is he gonna be like, "Oh, fuck that dude up"?
As I said, I believe it is a blind spot to him. The only thing I'm worried about is once he does figure it out, whoever was playing that song might be in a considerable amount of danger.
Yeah. All right. So
Silver Dragon like kind of raises her paw up in there, like and kind of goes, I can do
could
it.
we get some telepathy up for our friend here?
Oh, absolutely. You know what? I'm just gonna. And he snaps, and it's. You see, Zephyr loses an hour, or loses what is it? How long can you stay in? And you lose the amount of time you can stay in dragon form, and he just skips you forward in time until you're yourself.
Oh man, I didn't want to get rid of it.
God's man.
You're fine. I just kind of raise my hand, like I can do it. I have the strength and stamina to take a few hits after attracting attention.
Excellent. It doesn't matter exactly who's playing it.
Well, how hard is the song to play?
No, it is a quite advanced piece, so it will take a quite good player.
I Sarah just kind of shrugs, like, I mean,
I look over to my Sarah, like I can do stuff, but I'm not that great at it.
I can run like no one's business after I'm done with the song as well, especially if we have the
That's good.
Fomator's Chris. But won't that mean that he'll seek us out in the other plane if he's searching for who did the song? Because the person who did the song has to go to the plane, right?
I have no psychic connection to him. I have no idea what his reaction is. I just assume that he'd be mad at whoever did the song portion of this.
Will he be able to track that person?
I've no idea of his capabilities as far as that goes. I've been studying the effects of the song mainly.
Right. Well, that's not great.
Yeah, we got some tanky people. We could probably take some hits and run some interference for 12 seconds.
I'm made of hit.
Yeah.
And I'm fast as fuck, boy, and I could hopefully be able to sever that tether pretty quick once we get there.
Yeah, boy!
Sorry, I'm
Theresa
assuming
high
it's gonna
fives
be-
you.
Yeah, boy! Who's this in the house? Whose house? Our house. Say
Theresa's-
what? Sorry,
oh,
this is a
yeah,
very
no.
this is a very serious moment. I apologize.
Yeah, get it together. Jeez.
Oh no, I was saying that in character.
I know, so was I. Theresa was saying that to you.
Come on, man, professionalism.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said it
Yeah,
first.
They hold each other accountable. I like this.
I flick both of them in the back of the head.
Uncanny dodge.
Double uncanny dodge.
I will roll attacks. Don't fucking.
Alright. Before we, you know, start the fight in the party in front of the god.
Yes.
Right. So what else? What else?
You saw this coming.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Since you kind of zoop zap zorpity her in time, can you do that to us so that we have a long rest before leaving?
Absolutely, that's not a problem at all.
Alright. Okay. So, alright. So the time stop spell, right?
Right, yes.
If time is stopped, can the song still be played?
No, the song does require time to be moving forward.
Is there a level up to the next level training montage spell you could do?
Well,
On her!
I guess
The-
that was Zach, not
the-
Zarek.
the time stop the time stop spell should be useful once you've severed the etheric connection.
Right. How long does it take to cast the time stop spell?
Oh, it's a 6-second spell, same as most.
Alright. So if we use
That's
it
the-
just after we use the song, will that give us time to sever the link? You think?
Well,
To
so
keep him from stopping us. I mean.
you'll be you'll be sending. I don't think there'll be time in between because the song, as soon as it negates, it'll drop the four who are, well, you and 4 others, depending on who you choose, into that etheric network. Well, you'll instantly be assaulted by magical. Well, essence from all around. But once there, if you stop time, I don't know. I didn't have access to the time stop spell, but I would assume that it would stop the... I don't know. I just don't know.
Because it should stop time in all realms, right? All the realms are tied together and time ties them all together, yeah?
Well, not necessarily, because the spell is magic and requires a constant influx of temporal magic. And so that particular magical alien, I would assume, isn't shut down. That's correct. You're learning quite nicely. Yes, the temporal ley lines. The temporal ley lines continue
Just
forward.
save the time stop to shit stomp a little kid after we sever connection.
I'm just checking if for an emergency, really. Like, if he follows us to that realm and tries to stop us, if we stop time there, you know, that should give us a way to sever him and make him vulnerable to the beating.
Can he even be stopped in time as a god?
Let's see, as a god, yes. He's not a god yet. So he'll still be able to be stopped in time, no matter his current level of power. Yes, I'm so sorry.
What happens if he tried to travel to a dimension where time is already stopped? Will the time stop keep him from appearing in that time?
I mean, as long as he shouldn't be traveling along etheric ley lines, so I don't see why it would. Wouldn't work. I mean, I don't see why time, would continue without in this here. If you use the time stop spell while he's not there, he would never know that you've done it. That's the whole point.
Great, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, you're saying to stop it and heal yourselves up or recover. Ah, yes, ingenious.
Whatever.
The person casting the spell, is it like, is he like, time stops for everybody but that guy, that guy, that guy, and that guy? Or is it just like, everybody's fucked?
No, they're able to choose a number of people to come with them.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move people
For
around.
the time stop, not the song.
That's correct.
Okay.
I believe whoever's casting plus should be 6 other people.
Okay.
Interesting.
Ain't that a convenient number?
I
Because if
don't
we
know
were
what you're
able
talking
to
about.
basically finish the song, disappear, to him it would just feel like we flickered for a moment. You know what I mean? And he
To
wouldn't
him,
even know that he's, vulnerable.
that's correct. And you'll get.
How strong will he be once that's severed?
Oh, yes. So he should still be considerably strong, as, like I said, the god flesh is within him still. So his recovery, his healing, his amount of invulnerability to certain things should still stay, but there is a chance, once you take the god flesh out of him, he should be extremely vulnerable.
Where's the
So,
godlike?
where is it?
I don't know. I haven't seen the ley lines. When you sever them, they should point you right directly to the portion of flesh that is god flesh.
Gonna be his dick.
I don't run that kind of campaign, but I wish I did at the same time.
Phobator's cock.
More like Phobator's bris, am I right?
That huge breast.
All right.
And okay. So what happens if we cut out the god flesh with the teleport daggers? Can we just teleport it out of him?
Well, I don't see why not, as long as the cuts were careful enough and you created a portal by slicing half with one and half with the other. It would take 2 slices, but yeah, I believe you could do that.
I bet you could do that pretty quick, huh?
I could do that.
Pretty quick.
I mean, Ulu could stab him like 4 times.
That's true.
I would say whoever can do the most damage in that small amount of time would be a good idea.
That would be you.
Well, I'm just talking specifically about cutting.
Oh, it'd probably be Uza if we can get Uza to sneak up on him.
Yeah, if I could sneak up on old Phobadick.
Forgive me, aren't you planning on stopping time at that point?
Well, this would be just after time has been stopped and we've severed him from the source.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
so we
so-
stop time and we use that to cut out his gonad.
The only thing I'm confused about is why stop time to sever the link when 4 of you won't even be on the same plane of existence with him?
No,
I mean-
that, the time stop used then would only be if Ophobator or something showed up to that realm to stop us doing what we needed to do, and we had to use it in an emergency.
Ah, I understand. Okay, I apologize.
Still
The
think
time
it's-
stop is an oh shit button.
Yeah, ideally we would come back from that realm while he is vulnerable, then use the time stop spell, and then just pass the daggers back and forth as we all cut the shit out of his body and send it to every piece of the universe we can figure out.
These
And make sure that the god flesh ends up separate from the rest of him, yeah?
Do those require attunement?
Do what require attunement?
Bobators, Chris, and Morpheus Edge.
They say? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll pull it up real quick. I believe they do.
I mean, usually super powerful magic items do.
So with Morpheus, the Morpheus Edge, you still haven't had the. Did you guys have the crystals laid into it? Tech.
Yeah, we did that right before Hell.
Yep.
The Abyss.
That's right. Yeah. Yes, they both require attunement.
Okay.
How long does it take to attune them?
An hour.
So we'll have to spread it out either way.
Well,
we'll
can
have
you
to use
attune
the
both at
witch
the same
thing.
time?
Yes.
I mean,
So there's gonna be an hour of time after we summon the fucking Phobator's Crest, where he's gonna be fucking hunting us down.
Mm-hmm.
why an
Will
hour?
probably end up being called the Siege of Kern.
Because it's gonna take you an hour to fucking attune to
attune
the
to it.
daggers.
Oh, after we summon. Yeah, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Took me a second to
I
understand
thought-
it better.
Which,
I thought
which
you meant after
again,
we
will
separated.
probably end up in history known as the
Yeah.
Siege of Kern.
The Siege of
Right.
Kern.
So there's gonna be an hour we're gonna have to figure out the battle and on that front, and then we execute the final assassination plan, which involves the song and time stop and cutting the shit out of it.
Well, if that's okay, so we can attune. Someone can, me or whoever can attune Morpheus Edge prior to wishing for the Chris. So only one person has to sit out the siege and coordination.
I mean,
Well, you
whoever-
can attune both of those at the same time.
yeah.
What I'm saying is, why risk losing the attunement on both if you can just attune one earlier? He's not
I
going to
mean,
know.
I'm
that
not
he
saying
attuned
don't.
both.
I'm just saying.
Oh sure. Yeah.
Worst
It's
case
a-
scenario, you can attune to both at the same time.
But also,
Yeah.
I would, can two people could use them to cut a hole through time, right? It doesn't have to be one person.
Yeah, as long as you coordinate. Yes, that's correct. As long as you're coordinated enough, relative to basically cut near the same time. It
Okay.
doesn't. One person doesn't have to require. You just have to both set your intentions to the plane you wish to travel to.
Because the
If
Chris
you-
is like a fucking sword, right?
no,
It's not a dagger.
A Chris is a dagger. It's the wavy
Oh.
kind.
Oh, okay, all right.
So what you're saying? All right. So
Have you
that
seen
means
Phobator's
if-
Chris?
If you actually, yeah, show us what it looks like. Why not?
I saw a picture one time, but there wasn't like a banana for scale, so I got.
Perfect. It's
enough.
in magical items. You can see exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
I'll show the
Alright,
viewers at
so-
home. It's this.
So that means if you attune to this to the Morpheus Edge before the battle, then during the battle you won't have to worry about not having an unattuned weapon on you while we're fighting. So I could see that.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
could
saying
have-
don't do that. I'm just saying worst case scenario.
Well, because
Yeah.
whoever's attuning to it can't do anything. That's a short rest.
That's
They can't-
correct. Yes,
They can't do anything.
that's correct. Yeah. They have to spend that time attuning to the dagger.
So that's why I'm saying either we split the eggs among two baskets, or and
Yeah. No, I'm thinking.
Real quick, Mike,
Mesnos.
did your mic break out?
no, I just
Okay.
trailed off because I
Good,
didn't
I
know
was-
how to phrase that.
I just wanted to make sure that you didn't.
Yeah,
get cut off,
either
that's all.
either way, we're losing someone to the fight.
Yeah. So
Right.
Mesnos can only attack once, and his to hit roll would be shit.
You have to land it to hit roll too.
Well, I would say I can probably cut into a frozen in time target pretty well. That's a
Oh, Threeza, I know he can't
Hi.
attune to things himself. Is he
I
attached
can't.
to your attunement?
No, I can't attend to anything at all.
Oh, you can't attune to anything.
No.
Okay.
He's
Okay,
made of ice. He's doing his best.
Made of ice.
We can.
And thunder, baby. He makes
Kai,
them.
I have a question.
He does a perfect imitation of thunder. Go ahead, sorry.
Nice. Thaumaturgy.
Yeah, he does. Well, he also has mimicry.
Oh yeah. Tuza. Me and Tuza share attunement slots.
That's correct.
Would I know if his dexterity and proficiencies have changed?
Wait. If they share slots, can Tuza attune to them and just hand them off to...
That's what I'm
Tuza?
thinking.
Yeah!
I mean, I go into battle without an attuned weapon, or Tuza comes into battle with us as a healer, and yeah, and that way
So-
we can coordinate that way.
Well,
That
if he comes
is-
into battle with us as a healer, I imagine that would leave you just to attune to both, right?
So, you would know his. So you've
Tuza.
you've
I'm
had
in
some.
a battle with Phobator.
Yeah,
Oh,
you've
yeah,
had
yeah.
you've had conversations with Tuza. You know he is definitely willing to come to fight Phobator. He, like you, believes it's one of his driving motivations in life. You know that his dexterity is not quite as good as yours, but it's not crap. You would know he has an 18 dexterity, you as a player, and
Okay.
a 20 wisdom. He is 3 in rogue and 15 in cleric. You'd know all of this.
What?
With yeah, he has
Or-
become extremely devoted to his time and his studies. He's done almost nothing but study Akati since you've been gone, and it is his shift
Okay,
is shown.
hear me out.
The attunement thing would work. You would know that
Hear
he
me
could
out.
spend his time. You would just have to spend the battle unattuned to one of your items to leave the attunement slot open.
Right.
Okay, well, 2 technically.
Depending
no, 'cause
on
I would attune to Morpheus Edge before we go into
Yeah,
battle.
I'm just saying you'd have
Yeah.
2 of your currently attuned items unattuned.
Mhm.
Which, if we're going in without a healer, I'm probably gonna unattune for my armor.
So hear me out.
Interesting. Uh-huh.
Straight tactics brain.
Tactics brain, let's go.
The hour that it takes to attune at least one of the blades
Right.
will most likely be while Kern is under siege.
Absolutely.
As great as the damage output as Uza is,
Right.
there will be a lot of bodies on the battlefield.
A lot of bodies. Yeah.
Maybe
Don't discount me, guys.
would you
Oh,
just
no, we're not. We're
fuck
not.
off?
We're not. We want your
80%
fucking
off.
badass spells and fucking dragon forms.
Yeah, definitely
just
picturing.
let me fucking fuck you. Yes, you can heal, but can you heal in mass quantities frequently?
What? What was the end of the strategy brain thing you were gonna say?
Oh. While Uza's damage output is fantastic,
Right.
what if we had Tuza assisting for the siege
Right.
by healing us and all of our allies that he can,
Right. This is what I was.
while Uza attunes?
So real quick,
I have-
out of so real quick, step back as a DM. If you did want to do that, you would have control of the Tuza character. As a player, I
the
wouldn't
battle?
make you sit out.
I was gonna ask if I could play as Tuza for the battle. If
Yeah.
that's the
Yes,
No.
you would definitely be able to play as Tuza
I'm
for the
not trying
battle.
to cut you out.
No, I know that. Like tactically, that makes sense.
Yeah, I just
And I'm
wanted
all
to
for
specify,
cutting back
and
Tuza for a fight, too.
and I will even let you know that Tuza is level 19 as well, because he's been fighting in these sieges, the monster attacks on Kern. So he's been super busy as well, and just so that way
Well,
you
he-
can
He
have
was
some
there
fun.
during our time skip too, right? So
Exactly. Yeah. So, wanted to give you a heads up. When it comes to decision making, don't be worried about missing the battle if that's the choice you make. And then Mesnos kind of is like, and if there's anything useful to attune to, I can attune to something else. I mean, staying alive is good.
On a flame tongue short sword or a shadow drinker?
Oh, what? No, what?
Those
I
are
think
both
you're-
weapons.
Yeah, I think your Eldritch
Oh.
Blast is going to do far better.
Weapons. No, I'm kind of bad with those.
I'm just gonna try and shortcut this. Ty, is there something we should give Mesnos? If that we're maybe forgot about in the bags?
Honestly, I haven't looked at it. It was just me
Okay.
him letting you, because I don't expect you guys to keep a super careful track of his inventory or his
Does he
attunement
have an
stuff.
attunement slot open?
He
He
does have one.
does. He has one
This is
open.
a
So
soul storing ring, if nothing else. I mean,
There's
Yeah.
that, and there's also Dimbane's electrical glove. We can get him proficient in tinkering, and he can do some electric damage.
um,
But it is cursed.
there's
oh, it's
also.
cursed. Let's not give him
did-
the curse.
Did anybody end up taking the timepiece of travel?
What does that do?
What?
You guys got it a while ago. You can give yourself Long Strider at will. You get a +1 bonus to dexterity saving throws, and you always know which way is north. And then you can name any location within 10 miles of your current location that is known to at least one creature within 10 miles of it, including you. Once you name that location, a disembodied voice heard only by you provides directions. The voice knows natural hazards. And then you can use as an action a teleport spell. And you can use that once per day. So
He'll be
Just
able to take another.
take a look at the magical items, and I was just letting you know that he is, I was just noticing that he had an open one, and so I wanted to mention it real quick.
There's also a magical item I've been sitting on, the Kierzan's Ooze.
Oh, what's that?
Kierzan's Ooze. So it is a symbiotic ooze. So if he attunes to it, he can't unattune to it without remove curse.
It's venom.
But he gains resistance to poison, acid, and he's immune to the poison condition. And he can become amorphous with the qualities of an ooze. So he can turn all goopy.
And fit into tiny ass spaces as well.
Calm down, Zephyr.
I wish I could give that to Louisa.
Her just like flushes very deeply and just doesn't say anything.
So what's the downside of that?
You have to drink it,
Ew.
and also you can't unattune from it without remove curse, which we have, or greater restoration, which we have. But you can also breathe acid.
Oh.
Like he spits out acid, or like he can breathe inside of acid?
He can exhale acid in a 30-foot line that is 5 feet wide, causing 8d8 acid damage, whatever a d8 is.
Oh my god,
Wow.
that's crazy!
It's like a dragon's breath.
Wow.
Not as cool as some people's.
And then you see at the very end of this little note attached to it that if you die with the ooze inside of you, it bursts out and engulfs you, turning your corpse into black pudding.
Oh, look at that. There's a fold on this note. I didn't see that. Weird.
I think that probably.
You tell us that at all, or no?
No, I want him attuned. No, of course I do. I'm not
I think.
always.
It's a legitimate strategy. I don't know.
I think that would be worth the risk. I can attune to that, I believe.
Well, we'll just make sure you don't die.
Exactly. I have
Yeah,
no
I would
intention
really
of
like that to
dying.
not
I've-
happen.
I think the timepiece might be better, personally.
That breath seems real good, though.
Yeah.
But with the teleport, we have an instant get the fuck away.
Well,
Is that for everybody or just him?
It's the teleport spell, so it's up to 8 willing creatures.
There's also the Pixis of Pandemonium that I can bless
you were
all of
attuned to
you. No, not yet.
What is this?
At least I don't think he is. Let me double check his inventory. Yeah, no. It would allow me to grant the bless spell whenever we finish a short or long rest.
Yeah, didn't that
I
have some
like
crazy
that, but that
stuff to it?
teleport. That. Who knows how clutch that teleport could come in? Honestly.
Does the
Really
teleport
high
and the
utility.
timepiece require a spell slot?
No, it does not. It's just an
Oh
action.
yeah, that'd be really good.
What's the casting time on it? Is it instant or is it?
It's as an action.
As an action, so 6 seconds.
Wait, so the Pyxis of Pandemonium doesn't say anything about attunement. It's just a creature that touches us for a minute.
It's
So we
true.
can all touch it.
Yeah.
For a minute?
Yeah, if we touch it for a minute, we gain the benefits of the bless spell until we finish a short or long rest. And within a minute, we gain the benefits of a short rest.
So if we... Oh, shit. So we can take a short rest in 1 minute?
Yeah,
Once a day, yeah.
yeah, once a day. Literally, we can all be touching this thing for 1 minute and get a short rest and blessed.
Yeah.
Alright, we need to remember this thing's about.
But as far as attunement items, I think the timepiece is probably the best option.
I think it offers a really good utility that we need but hate putting resources into.
I agree. All right.
If he'd have been wearing that, how much easier would getting the orcs out have been?
Fucking right. Well, it would at
It was
least
a
be easier
really,
for
it was a really funny moment for me as a DM. For the
good.
watch you guys plan for 3 sessions. I was like, they'll figure it out. They'll see it.
Nope.
We figured
Alright.
it out.
Oh, there it is.
We figured it out. We just didn't see it.
I can figure it out.
Perfect. I added. So
Oh, that's the
I'll,
other campaign.
I'll go ahead and start attuning to this now. And it takes the timepiece and starts just concentrating on it. So, which one of you wishes to receive this time stop spell?
All turn
Well-
to Zarek.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I'm going to be playing the song, so it might as well. We should definitely spread it out. I think. I mean,
Okay.
Zarek, if you're willing.
The faith and trust that you put in me, my friends, is almost overwhelming. I promise to do the absolute best I can with my abilities.
Alright.
Inside
The real
joke.
question is, how often can he do that? Really? It's just one time, or can he just, whenever he wants, just have a little go?
Oh, we can use it once per day.
Oh. Absolutely.
Come forth.
Is it like it uses his normal magical powers?
No, this is a gift from me.
No, I'm sorry. I meant like if he does this, he can't do another super cool spell of equal.
No, it does not use a spell slot.
level? Oh, it doesn't use a spell slot.
It does not.
Oh, that's cool. Can I have it? Shit.
You still have to be
No.
able to.
Hard no.
Come forth,
Oh.
wizard. So, sorry, as you approach, he kind of looks and says, "Oh, the mind caster, such a wonderful invention. I see you have most of your spells stored here in the crystal, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. You know, that should make this actually a little easier. So, hold out your caster, and he just reaches down a finger, and you see he reaches and he puts his finger underneath his eye patch, and then when he pulls his fingertip out, it's glowing, and you hear all like this overwhelming ticking of clocks as he taps the crystal, and you see the crystal. It looks like it cracks and then shatters and then reforms and then shatters and then reforms again. That should do it. All of the time energy required. Well, for the amount of times you're going to use it anyway.
Thank you.
That's so weird.
Of course. A deal's a deal.
Zarek's gonna subtly examine his crystal, make sure like the rest of my stuff's still there.
Sure, make an Arcana check.
Whoop.
Yeah, everything else looks exactly how it should. You do notice with the 25 that there is like a different entire school of magic in here that is strange to you, but
Red.
it's like deep in the center of the crystal. Like you can almost, it feels like you can stare forever into the depth of this small crystal at the base of your mind caster and never see the end of it.
Cool.
Yeah, make an intelligence saving throw.
Mother.
Oh.
You stare into the void.
Nat 20.
The crystal stared back.
Nothing happens.
It winked at you, and you're like, neat.
Perfect. All right. Yes. So, with that, I believe there's a few other
No,
things.
I still have questions.
As
take-
do I.
Well, I was going to say
I'm
to
just
take care of,
jazz.
but that's okay. I knew you were going to interrupt me, so I'm not mad.
They got you
Very
guys.
understanding guy.
Don't care.
Go ahead.
Alright, you said you got all these time bubbles.
That's correct.
Why?
Well, because they were required to be there for, things to happen.
Are they required now?
For a bit longer, but not too much.
What about the bubble with what? Who are you looking for, Rosa?
Yes, that is great because you said you weren't going to tell me yet, and now that was then. This is now. Even though it might seem the same to you, I
Looking for
am
Serenita,
talking.
correct?
Yes, Serenita. I was talking in order to look through my notes.
I know. Now, Serenita. Yes, of course. Yes, I managed to save her from, well, not existing when the Kenku... Well, Kokoro got converted into Kenku. Yeah, I managed to trap her in a bubble, which, I believe, yes, its time is running out, but I can merely free her from it. You'll have to do something to bring her here.
I think we have our. Wait, where's our bard? There he is. I think he has a plan for that. Did you figure that song out too?
Listen, I've spent 50 years or more trying to figure out just to even perceive that there was another realm of existence of magical ley lines because he said it was there, and then figure out a way to negate... No, I didn't figure out anything else!
You just said no. 50 years is a long time, but all right.
You'd be dead 5 times... I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You okay, buddy? You need a little nap?
He's accomplished a lot in his short life, so he tends to overestimate things.
Like,
Aw,
it's
man,
cute.
we're not your dad. You don't get me mad at us.
Well,
Yeah, I was
yes,
asking a question.
I apologize. I'm...
Okay, I feel
somewhat-
like you haven't had the greatest company for the last 50 years.
It's not even that. It's that I'm somewhat diminished significantly since we last saw each other. I forget that
Well,
it's
now I
been
just
mere...
feel bad.
I forget that it's been mere moments for you. One of the things that motivated me was the thought that seeing you again and equipping you for your journey, and I forget that time is strange, isn't it? He looks over at Labellus. I do not wish to be snippy with you. I wish you to all know that I still consider you heroes, and that I believe that you will win, and I've devoted a significant portion of my life to that now. The life that
And we
you've
appreciate
saved.
you.
Thank you. I apologize. What was your question? Serenita, correct?
Yeah, it was just, I mean, that makes sense that you've been focusing on the higher priority task, and we really appreciate that. That's fantastic.
I'll answer the
we
question.
do have.
So,
Oh, great.
with Serenita, I had to trap her in the moment in time before the Kokoro were gone, and release her the moment they were back. But instead of releasing her, seeing the other things that would be going on at this time, I decided to wait until y'all were here to maybe give a fighting chance to one of the titans of, lightning.
Titans of what?
What?
Titans of what?
You know, correct? You do know.
So what happened was there was like a time butterfly that flew by. So when you said Titan of, it just like totally cut out any audio that I was getting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I saw that butterfly too.
these. Unfortunately,
Strange effect.
I forgot they've absorbed so much temporal magic because I really enjoy their company.
That's crazy.
That Titan of Air.
Titan of Air.
That's correct.
Titan of Air.
Yes, Lakati.
Wait, she's a Titan?
Yeah, she's a Titan of Air.
Oh shit, she's my god.
You can worship her however
Wait,
you wish.
I mean, this,
Are the Titans different than gods?
A little, not too much though.
What's the difference?
Well, Titans are usually based around a base concept such as air, fire, water. They find themselves mostly primordial in originating nature, and yeah, they are a little bit more
So-
powerful and more basic to creation than gods. I was a Titan, decided to give it up to become a god.
What would
That's
you the
cool.
Titan of?
Sorry, what?
What were you the Titan of?
Oh, time.
Who took
Also,
over?
the same role, but you just kind of stepped up. That new title, more pay.
Well, I did lose a little bit of my power as it was stored inside of somebody else. He looks at Garamon, diminishing me to the point of, well, godhood being more appropriate title.
Oh, so Titans are above gods.
You took the title of Zinc Saucier.
Exactly.
And
Well,
with
the
half the
prize money.
responsibility and double the prize money.
Something like that, yes. Most gods who are of an...
So, when
yes, sorry.
Garamon dies, will you become a Titan again?
Don't know.
Neat.
At least that's what I say.
So when you said give the Titan of Air a chance, do you mean like what do you? A chance to help us? A chance?
Love it.
What's the context of that?
It's so good.
Oh, well, merely to give the...
So good.
So Titans, not as in requirement as requiring followers as gods require. The Titans still need some, a bit of mortal attention to maintain the things that they do. And
Oh, okay. So by freeing Serenata, we're giving her a chance to resurge in power and help out a little bit more.
No, sorry. I'm
Oh.
giving her a chance to have more of an effect on this realm. Because, if you lose one of the major aspects of your worship, then your worship is diminished, and, it's all...
Okay. Yeah.
Look,
See, as a sort of an avatar for... You used that word earlier. A little bit more of an avatar-ish. Not a full avatar, but somebody with... a blessed one, I should say, of Akali.
I have to ask a question,
Yes.
just because I know somebody would get mad at me if I don't.
Growls.
Are you flirting with her?
No, absolutely not. Too much beak.
Oh, you're welcome, Ulhar.
Why does my bow just relax a little bit? Do I need to check out the string? Where's my tension rod?
I think you should check out your mother issues, but beyond that, we'll continue.
I didn't have a mommy.
That's the
What?
problem.
Why did I say mommy? That was weird.
Oh, we'll never.
Oh, look, another question somebody had.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have an.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry. I don't want to hog the spotlight if anybody else had one.
I got one, but I just asked one for you, so.
Okay. Once we cut out the god flesh, what do we do with it?
Whatever you wish.
I'm gonna eat it.
What if we eat it?
Well, that'll be up to you, won't it?
Oh, shit.
Would that make us immortal?
Oh, there are many uses for god flesh. Of me being a god right now, I'm not personally excited to get into, so I'm going to just say whatever you wish to do with it at this time.
Well, I mean, is there like a rite or a ritual we need to do to return it to the god from whence it came, or?
Merely banish it to it.
That's easy enough.
Probably a good idea. Not
Can you
instead
tell
of
us-
eating it.
Any of the uses for it, though? I'm just so curious.
I'm not going to tell you what to do with god flesh.
But right, you're not going to tell us what to do, but what the possibilities are.
Absolutely
Well, remember
not.
the orc.
All right, well, if I was
Remember the orc
if I was
vision
looking at a book-
quest and how Bloodscale was eating the flesh of things to get their memories and stuff?
No, just doing is get dragons mostly.
Well, that too.
I don't gotta do that anymore.
If I were to look up a book of some kind, where would I find this information?
I will give you no information regarding god flesh. That is, I've given you,
You know that
enough
just makes them
already.
want to eat it
Hey.
more.
Yes.
On a different
I do.
topic.
Yes.
You said you had my tribe. What about them?
Oh, that's correct, yes. They'll be arriving shortly.
To where?
What?
Went to the bubble in time where they saw a frozen dragonborn. That was silver in nature, but also beyond color that they'd seen and been described.
How close is that bubble to the Whisperer bubble?
I mean, they're all the same bubble, but depending on the nature of the time flowing
So the
within it.
bubble we went in, we can
Yes.
get to both of these bubbles.
Well, yes, of course.
Bubble.
Can you give us directions?
I can control it so that no matter which way direction you go, you'll end up there.
Hey, that's a plus.
Of course. Least I could do. That's that's probably why the outside perceives that there's more than one bubble. I hadn't thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Either way,
Are time and space the same to you?
I mean, they're inextricably linked to me, but that's subject for another time.
I have another question.
I know you do.
Yeah. So after we get the people we want out of these bubbles,
Yes.
do you have a quick way of getting us back to Kern?
Back to... No, I can't do that. That's part of your journey.
I mean, don't we have a quick way back to Kern?
Yes.
You do.
I'm assuming the large amount of people again.
I can help with this, Mesno says as he's attuning to the timepiece.
Well, you can get us. Yeah. I'm talking.
There's a tribe.
My tribe's pretty big, bruh.
We need a portal, not just a teleportation.
If we get them all super close together, can we fit them in a 10-foot cube? Like, just stack them?
Guys, I do have the tree spell.
Yeah, but that can get how many across?
We did a pretty good run.
20 to 30 per cast?
Yeah, it was like 30, I believe, per cast.
Well, I never defined the size of my tribe other than that they were big.
Yep. It's a...
Get out, there's
right?
2
You know what?
guys.
Let's roll for it. 1 second.
Well, then there's also the amount of the tribe that went into wherever to find whoever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of excited to play Yakuza, to be honest.
Right?
It's gonna be fun.
So, when you last left your tribe, there were around 60 members.
Alright, well, that's doable.
Excellent. Are we ready to continue forward? Or backwards? Or, that's all.
That long rest that we spoke about.
Oh, yes. Y'all feel extremely rested. Don't mark a long rest.
Oh, gosh, okay.
Ugh.
You feel
Guys,
all of a
don't
sudden as
forget
you've
if
just stood up out of bed, and then you look down, and all of you have coffee in your hands. Garamorn,
God, this is
Garamorn gives you guys the
you're not
thumbs up
bad.
for the coffee.
just get
Don't
a
forget,
game.
everybody, if you still have your temporary hit points, we should be able to retain those, hopefully.
Why? 8 hours passed.
The temporary hit points last for
No, we were
24,
just
don't they?
standing.
Oh, 24. That's right. Okay.
Which,
Yeah,
how much
I
were
was
the
beat to
temporary
shit.
hit points?
I have 25 on mine.
Okay.
Just because
So-
usually when you hit the long rest button,
Yeah, I do
those
too.
automatically go away.
Yeah, the Heroes Feast ones will stay, and then the Inspiring Leader will just assume that,
Refresh it.
yeah, it refreshed too, so I have no problem with that. Good.
Thank you.
Yep. All right.
Lesno should have. Lesko got beat to shit.
All right. So, first thing is first, and which thing would you like that to be?
Alright, so we got the
I
time.
think-
Which one would be more beneficial first?
They're equal.
I think Serenata, that way we're dealing with one tag along while we try to find a tribe,
I like
versus
that
dealing
idea.
with a tribe trying to find one.
Oh,
Excellent.
wait.
Yes.
What happened to Bard College guy?
He's right there.
Him. No, don't worry. He's frozen in time back in the time bubble. I'll release him after all of this is over. He's not much
Oh
of a
shit, I'm
fighter.
so confused. I thought he was in here. I
No,
thought he was
no.
the one that figured out the song.
That's
No, it's
Gamorn.
Okay.
that's the teacher's kid.
Yes.
I've seen so many versions of myself. Everybody's face just starts to look like a bird after a while.
Bad. Bad.
Blood
Bird.
bird. That's a bird. That's a bird. That's a purple bird.
Yes.
That's a happy bird.
I have a feeling if you continued along with that particular companion, things would not end well for you.
What?
What?
I don't think Nicarian Flotion is a good ally for you to have. Too associated with the dark. Too steeped in it.
Oh, you're Shadow Lady.
Oh shit. I didn't look. Oh, by the way, that totally reminds me. On my hand blood scale, his goggles. I am returning these to you because they were stolen from you by a god of shadows who tried to give me them as a gift, and I was like, no, I'm confiscating these. You can't give them to me because I'm taking them.
Oh no.
Oh God.
Okay,
So I am returning them to you.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Also, she is super interested in our bard friend. Or by super interested, I mean she told me to ask him about her. It's weird. This isn't too much to worry about, right? Like, this isn't bad. This is like a 3 on the scale, relatively.
Think
Keep an
maybe
eye on
he already
this.
made like a deal with her or some nonsense.
I mean, I didn't make a deal. I
Not you.
confiscated an
Him.
item that she's. Oh, him. Oh, he might have. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Just in case, did she ask anything of you, Uza?
Let me think real hard. Like, well, she said oh, you know, she offered to help me become one with the shadows. And I was like, I'm pretty good about that. Who are you? And she's like, ask your friend Bright Note. And I was like, oh my god, I can finally get Bloodscale's goggles. Kind of like as a joke. And then she had them, and I was like, give me those. I'm taking them back to my friend. I'm confiscating these. She might have left before I said that out loud, though.
Time God, can you do anything about that?
No, absolutely not. No.
Do you have any tips on us telling her to go fuck herself?
Those words seem adequate to me.
That's what I was planning. There's no shadows when the light of lightning comes around.
That usually casts a lot of shadows.
Quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, that's fair.
Pretty much everything that's not the lightning bolt, in fact.
Noted.
Just hit her with that mace of yours. It's shiny.
Might as well get use out of it while I can.
Just give her a little pop. Give her a little hip hop.
Bop her so fucking hard. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta reset my charges on my. Oh, does our magical items reset?
They do.
All right.
Wait, what?
Because of the long rest.
Oh, gotcha.
Really, the only thing that happened is 8 hours magically transpired in the blink of an eye.
Yep.
I figured, but I wanted to double check before
Oh yeah.
we got into the
yeah.
thick of. Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's basically anything that would have happened during a long rest. We'll call it 12 hours would have happened. Yeah.
So Whisperer first, then Tribe, then... Hey, is there anybody else in Bubbles that would be beneficial to us?
No.
That's a good question. Oh, that's a good answer.
Alright, yeah.
I was
Did he say
careful,
no?
but yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
Just,
said really quick.
Is there anybody in Bubbles that need our help?
nope.
Okay.
I mean, as long as you... You know, no.
Win in general? Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
So, how are we going to bring her here?
Well, I believe Bright Note had a plan to use the shadows, which the more I think about that, the more I get worried about this one-sided deal. Oh shit, she's totally gonna... Could she hear us here?
I believe so, yes.
Well, fuck a duck.
Oh,
Could you
wait.
just
but
ask
don't.
her what she wants or something?
Sorry. Serenata can hear you. Shaw cannot.
Oh, okay. That's great. No, because so what I'm thinking is, well, because Bright Note was like, oh, I'm going to use shadows to dance and entice her out or whatever. She might be like, oh, I'll only make the shadows be cool if you fucking sign a Warlock pact with me or some shit. I don't know.
Serenata has been known to enjoy dancing and song as well.
Like in general or from shadows?
Never asked.
That's fair. You met her?
In a way.
That's creepy. Not judging, just saying I'm judging.
Yeah, listen.
Harshly.
When I'm not an avatar, there's a lot of places to exist at once.
That's fair.
All right. So, what are you going to do?
Well, I think we need to go pick up Bright Note, and then head for Serenata, and then the tribe.
Well, if she can hear us here, why can't we just do it without Bright Note?
That's a good point. I'm gonna try something quick.
We got a
And
really
then we're
good
gonna-
bard, like right over here.
Yeah, let's do that. First thing I want to get her attention is I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy on myself.
Okay, so you're casting Thaumaturgy on yourself to get her attention.
Yes, I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy on myself, and I'm
Excellent.
gonna call out
more than I do.
in Auron. I have like 4 spells. Most of them are cantrips. I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy on myself, and in Auron, I'm gonna call out to the Whisper, whom I know you can hear me. The Azure Guard calls you to Akadi's aid. We have freed you from your space and time, so that you may answer this call in Akadi's and the world's time of need.
Perfect.
Probably end that in with "Prepare your body for this shit," and then we'll start the song.
And listen to my friend Vaser on the
Perfect.
violin rings.
Okay, so as this happens, let's do it all together. So we'll need a performance check from Vicer.
Okay, let me know when to roll.
Go ahead and roll
Can
now.
I guide it? Can I guidance him?
Um,
Or Threesa guidance him?
you. Oh yeah, 3's can guidance him.
Yes, good.
I figure since he's got a pocket Uza, he can just constantly be guidanced, right?
I mean that makes sense to me.
Yeah,
No notes.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that
the
makes
button.
sense.
All right.
Hit the button.
Okay, so 26, not bad.
Hit the button, man.
Listen, I've got a lot of buttons to press right now.
I just said, yeah, that makes sense.
That makes
Easiest button in the world.
fun.
There it is. It makes me happy.
All right. Perfect. Now, so 26, that will give you advantage on this persuasion check. Is anybody else doing anything?
I think I've already done what I can.
She likes dance, right?
Yep.
Shake,
Nessie's just gonna grab Zephyr.
Oh, and we're dancing.
look at him go.
Perfect. All right.
Oh,
Go ahead and give me.
know-
We're gonna dance the forbidden dance, the La Bamba.
if we can, mostly so we don't have to watch that. That's uncomfortable.
Why is it
Druidcraft a rose in her mouth? Can Threesa and I start doing like aerial acrobatics in kind of as we can in time with the tune?
Sure.
Are we
around
also
right
doing
there?
So-
performance checks for all this?
Yes, yeah. I need performance checks from dancers and flyers.
Yeah. Guidance ourselves.
Dark's gonna get in on this action a little bit.
So I can.
I'm gonna use minor illusion and prestidigitation to enhance the.
Okay. You're currently doing a performance.
I've done it in the past.
So you can choose one person to give advantage to.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't Uza need it?
It's up to you. I'm just letting you know. Now, so Threesa already is inspiring Vicer at this point, so he can't inspire himself.
Okay.
All right, perfect. So, give me your persuasion check at advantage, and then I'll let you know what happens from there.
Bloodscale was gonna do some rhythmic dragon chanting.
Ooh, interesting. Okay, give me a performance check for that. Okay.
You know what? It's a new day. Fuck it.
It's a new dawn. It's a new
Yeah.
day. It's a fucking great time to use. And you said luck never changes anything. All right, perfect. All right. Let's see this persuasion check.
Hold on.
Oh,
With the
hold on.
dragon chanting, he's gonna look over at Zark and be like, you do your thing. You singy thingy.
Zark's doing his thing.
He is, yeah.
Ah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, sorry.
It's over there. It's
I
okay.
snuck in.
It's not right in there.
Incorporated so smoothly, we didn't even see it.
Mm.
Am I doing the persuasion check? I'm sorry, I thought.
No,
was.
Uza is.
Okay.
Oh, I'm doing the persuasion check? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
you're the one talking.
Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, my bad. I misunderstood.
It's okay.
Yeah, same, obviously, so.
Okay, so... Alright. At advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's not bad.
Not bad.
So as you guys reach the pinnacle of your song and dance, thunder strikes across the skies.
Same.
And as
So
everything
exciting.
goes quiet, you see before you one of the most beautiful Aarakocra you have ever seen. She has gold and pink feathers. She holds a spear in one hand and she is smiling. I'll go ahead and show you her art. And she kind of looks and she tilts her head and
Welcome back.
I did not think the Azure God would be in need such of assistance as mine in these times, but I'm more than happy to be called upon.
I am so sorry. My fucking audio totally cut out after the most beautiful Aarakocra.
Okay, most beautiful Aarakocra you've ever seen. I'll drop her her image in the notes. I'll put it at the top. And she has these gold feathers and these pink feathers that are also seemingly gold over the top of them. You know, there's many inscribed tattoos of Akadi on her near bare forearms, and a spear that she holds is made of pure, almost crystalline spear. You can see lightning dancing along its entirety. I had not expected one of the god to call so beautifully.
Thank you. I had a shitload of help.
That I can see. One who travels with such companions and calls them one of the god is a unique individual indeed. How come you by this location?
Well, that is quite the story. Essentially, we are battling the god of nightmares. I think you're a bit out of your own time, even in this place. But me, the roar, and the voice are in Kern trying to rally the people, as well as people from all other races. And did you need a minute?
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Yeah, no worries. Do your thing. This will
What do
give
you
me a chance to piece
No,
this
I
shit
need to know
together
what you're
and
saying.
not sound like
I'm
an
just
idiot.
frustrated trying to split my attention.
Point all around.
Red.
What about it?
Where are the sheets?
They're in the dryer.
Ah,
What was the question?
what? I don't know. What else is going on?
Did you want? Were you saying you wanted me to take a break? Well, there you go. That's all you need.
Did you know if you're making a playlist, Spotify will recommend things underneath the playlist, and then you can just click add to add it to that playlist.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, and I picked a song that I was like, oh, this would be cool for like.
Alright, we're back. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm super sorry, Mike. But, okay, so, I believe last, you were speaking to Serenata.
Yeah.
And,
I'm
said
going to
she's
give her
out of
a
her
lowdown
own
on the
time.
recap. Well, things have changed quite a bit. Even we're out of time here, but when we go back, you're going to be still out of time. It's confusing. Just kind of go with it. Essentially, we are in a war against the god of nightmares. Although we found out he's not quite a god, almost a god, nearly a god.
Is it God of Nightmares?
Almost, yeah.
Something we should do
But not for
sometime.
long. I give it like what, a week, guys, tops.
Tops.
Well, probably like a day or two, really. Oh my god, a day or two. A lot of shit has happened to the Aarakocra since you've been out of it. We got cursed for a really long time, and we were Kenku. We recently got uncursed by these guys back here. Wave, everybody.
Ah, your wonderful performing troupe.
Yeah, the Dawnforged company. Troop of professional heroes and adventurers. Pretty awesome, if I do say so myself.
So you are more than a circus. That is incredible.
Oh yeah, when we get on the road and we're not running away, well, not running, when we're not fighting shadow monsters and the very night itself, listen to this guy's song about the Dawnforged company. It's a fucking banger. 100% certified banger.
I was wondering why one of those created in the thundering image of Akari would be with such companions until I heard the song and saw the dance. You have chosen
I give the thumbs up.
a thumbs up. Excellent. How is
So essentially, the entire world's covered with darkness. I think, what was it called, guys? The Shadowfell? Shadowfell's kind of linking over into our realm. Right now, most of the free... Time, what's the name of our planet? Is it Earth?
Wonderful question. You've only ever called it this planet.
Okay. The free people of our world are centralizing in a dwarven city called Kern.
You know what? Actually, roll a history check for me.
No, yeah, all right.
Actually, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, that's not bad for +0.
You go to say a name, and your brain just instantly swaps it over for you.
Oh. That's weird. Say the name of the world? What
Yep.
is it?
Yeah, you go to say the name of this world, and your brain just instantly skips over it. Give me a perception check at disadvantage to see if you notice.
Okay. It's going to be 25 unless I roll a 1.
Okay. You needed a 30, so...
Okay, oh shit, alright.
It's that ingrained. But you just skip over it.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I forgot one thing. Hold on. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Alright. The free people of our world are centralizing in Kern as a defensive measure. We've lost a lot, including the Great Eyrie.
The Eyrie is fallen. We are forced underground. How have I missed these things?
Well, and I'm going to point over to the God of Time. He claims to have spared you from them.
Hello.
More importantly, spared you from the curse of the Kenku.
Oh, actually, I saved you from not existing because there was too much of the, the Titan within you, and having lost that amount of worship, you would have been reduced to nothingness. So I saved you.
Wait, hold on. Are you not, like, mortal?
I used to be. I'm not exactly sure anymore. I was sort of fused with, I guess you'd call it a lesser god. Quite a while ago now.
Is that the fate of all of the pillars?
No, well, I don't know. on the first, I'm not exactly sure what the plan was. It was more of a thing of convenience rather than a set destiny, I feel. There was a waning in the Fey realm and a waxing in ours, so one sort of fused with the other, and I suppose I kind of won out.
Well, I guess it's good that our resident god of time
Hello.
saved you from not existing. That guy over there. Try not to
Okay.
get his depth perception. Although it's probably fine. I don't know, actually. God stuff. God stuff, am I right? Yeah.
You can't tell if he winks or blinks at you.
I'm gonna say that's a wink. There's that lean in, probably. I don't know.
Nope. Face didn't. No indication.
Oh, damn. But we have formulated a plan to destroy this self-proclaimed god of nightmares and hopefully free our world. But the Aarakocra need us.
Then I am
To
here
have the
for
three
you.
pillars again would be monumental in the defense of not only our way of life, but everyone's.
I suppose this I consider more than just a call. I consider it a duty, and I consider it one that I fulfill gladly. Where is your... And she taps to a necklace that she has.
Oh, I'm pull down on the studded leather armor and show that it's ingrained, or not, well, burnt, I guess, into my feathers.
Interesting. The feathers themselves have changed colors. But I don't feel the... Do you not have your elemental?
My element, I mean, I'm part elemental, and I'll kind of,
Ah,
I
they
guess,
must
lose
have
my concentration and be a little more electrically.
Cuddy must have fused your elemental with you. I carry mine here. And she taps her necklace.
Oh shit, that explains a lot, actually. Yeah, so that was weird. I died, my brain got sucked out of my head and half eaten and spat out, and then I was in space, so it would, like, became a Kenku, but then everybody back there cut it out of that head and put it back in my regular one. And I think I died because I saw my brother, who was almost dead, but is in the air elemental plane, but now he's not. He's in Kern, and I became part lightning when I woke up. And I had this tick in my left eye when I'm really sleeping.
The
Wakes me up sometimes.
elemental you were bound to sacrificed their life to continue your connection to Akadi, then.
Wait,
Interesting. Well, once you're one of the pillars, as you call them, you're bound. An elemental is bound to you. An elemental, and it seems that yours gave itself, or at least a part of itself, to become fused with you, so that way you could maintain your connection with Akadi. Beyond death is somewhat tricky when it comes to Titans.
Wow, that just got a whole lot deeper.
I apologize. I thought you were well versed in the ways of Akadi. Being the Azure God Captain.
Yeah, that is how... I don't want to say desperate, but desperate? Our faith kind of got for a while.
It is a dire sign indeed. I was mixed with a god, and you were mixed with an elemental. It seems that times are quite desperate.
The end times, as some might say. And they obviously won't be, because we're going to win.
I was going to say,
But,
only the end if you believe it to be.
Oh, no, I mean, I'm pretty sure we just fought people from the future.
Either way, I would say that the fusion has left you quite handsome.
Fusion.
He did get more handsome, didn't he?
He literally did, yeah.
I mean, if lightning could blush.
Well,
That means you were the ugly one in the fusion.
there's at least a dragon laughing.
There it is. Bye, Sarah, bringing me back down there.
There's at least a dragon laughing at you right now.
Sorry,
Holy
I didn't mean to say
fuck.
that out loud. I was just thinking it really loud.
Is my
I guess.
bow chuckling? Can a bow chuckle?
It does seem to be laughing at you, yes.
Yeah. Also, did you ever know a dragon? I'm gonna hold my bow as far away from me as I can as I whisper. Did you know a dragon named Ulhar? Did he have a thing with Akari?
Give me a sleight of hand check real quick.
Okay. 28. I rolled a 6, so 28.
Gotta love it. Oh, shit, hold on.
I have no chance of seeing that. But Blitzkill really wants to see the bow right now.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not really hiding. I'm. It's like at arm's length.
Mhm.
Like I'm trying to push the bow away from me so I can whisper to her.
Oh, no, this was more for your whisper than your hands. Like, take you.
Oh, okay.
It's like, Ulha, the rather lecherous one, yes.
Oh, lecherous. That's.
The moment
He's-
Uza is done whispering, I'm gonna touch the bow.
He's in the bow. Jesus fuck! Oh, god damn it. Well, not
Is he?
anymore.
It's funny. You see, like moments before touching it, the bow just like crackling up with laughter. You can almost hear it as it's like,
Cackle,
Funny,
crackle.
'cause I'm gonna
It's a-
touch
it's a
it,
cackle
drag
crackle,
it
yeah.
back, just open my mouth and let him laugh.
You do remember.
Yeah. So Ulhar's in his head,
Ah,
along with a bunch of other dragons.
you should probably get him out of there. It can't be healthy.
I think they manage. You guys manage, right? Yeah, they manage.
I'm gonna put
It's a-
Ulhar back in the bow.
It's a thing. Okay, he's back. All right.
Now there's only 2 in there.
So, did I miss anything, guys? We can do a more comprehensive recap when we're back in Kern.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 3 of me.
There's 3.
Yeah.
I was wondering who the
One's right there.
attractive
Yeah.
gentleman in the pack was.
Yeah, that's Threeza.
Are you gonna make them blush?
I'm made of ice. I can't blush, but he is.
Oh, Threeza, come on, man.
I mean, Twos is a robot. I don't think he can blush.
That's true.
God, is Threeza an elemental or no?
He is made of ice and snow. He's not an elemental.
Construct, right?
What
He's a
version
construct,
of Uza
yeah.
does he look like?
He looks like the current one because that's when you made it after he went all crazy electric.
Gotcha.
He's electric. Na, 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 na. Okay. All right then. Shall we then? I assume we need to go to this cairn and defend it and make our attack.
We gotta
Yes.
get an assload of Dragonborn first.
Yeah,
Perfect.
we're picking up a bunch of Dragonborn.
Oh,
Just one
excellent.
more faction to add to the factions, and I bet they're totally worth it.
Perfect. It'll be nice to be one of the 3 pillars again.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
they might
uh,
be totally worth it. They might be assholes. I mean,
Also true.
You meet Ratidic.
Worth the
He's at
shot.
the Temple of Akati back in Kern. They have a temple!
Excellent. Only one.
For now. Well, we had 2.
We shall have to
Now
fix
I'm
that.
sad. But it's okay, we'll have more.
As you say you're sad, you feel a small buffet of wind at your back, and she smiled. All right. Well then,
You're
It's
really
fun.
good with the god ladies, you know that?
Am I?
They seem to really like you.
it's gonna
I
get
haven't
really
flirted
awkward
since
if we ever
the-
run back into that elf.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm really sad.
See if this game is improved when we see her again.
I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, is there anything else we need to do here?
Yeah, Dragonborn bubble.
so
Oh, we gotta
we're
pick up our
ready.
bard.
You can leave
Do
him
we
here
need
if you
him? He's
wish.
kind of all shadow ladyified.
Yeah,
Yeah,
didn't
but
they
we-
say we should stay away from him? The God of Time just told us we should stay away from him.
That's my recommendation. You can take him if you wish.
I feel wrong leaving him in a realm of shadow when he's been terrified and we
I know,
convinced him to leave the safety of his school.
No, he's frozen in time. Don't worry about him. He's experiencing nothing.
Well, can he
So
at
he'll
least
be
help
safe
the
during
turn?
this.
Yes, he can be.
Well, unless we fail and everything is destroyed.
Okay, so relatively,
Yeah,
I'm not talking big picture when I ask those questions.
he's not just standing out in scary, spooky woods.
But
Okay.
do we want him around for the final battle?
No.
No.
If he is safely held in a bubble of time until we get this whole Phobator thing sorted, I would recommend we don't take him.
Alright.
Just because
I'm not sure what bonuses or whatever he would offer anyway. That's all I was thinking.
But he might actually harm due to the spooky
Shadow
shadow.
Lady.
Cool. Sounds good.
Which, man, what a timing on that. Fuck you guys.
Timing. Huh?
Like spooky shadow lady can always talk to Uzo once shit's done hitting the fan, and then it'll be a different hitting the fan.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we're off to save the dragons.
Actually, they'll be here just about now. And you guys see this group of Silver Dragonborn, 1 gold, very clearly up at the front, walk through.
Fuck me if this place isn't convenient as all hell. I don't like it here.
Yeah.
And
What happened? How did this transpire?
oh well.
Timey-wimey bullshit.
Hello, Froskin clan. Yes, it's okay. Yes, you found it. You've made your way here and found the that strange dragonborn you've heard so much about. And
What bubble were they
Bloodscale.
in?
Oh no, they just arrived here before you did, but at the same time.
Oh, so they saw me in the future standing here, just like right now.
He's got it. This one's catching on.
I don't like it.
I don't like this either. What the hell is going on here? As you look back in front of the clan is Decoria. She was, she is standing in front as if she's in charge. I would desperately love some answers if that's quite all right with... Hell, even if it's not quite all right with anybody, what the hell is going on here? Is that...
Time magic. Also, hi.
Who the fuck are you? And why the fuck are you that color? And why the fuck do you sound just like someone I know?
Alright, hold on. Everybody come here, gather up. Gather up.
We gather up.
I need all the dragons real quick.
Bloodscale, give me a perception check real quick as you gather up.
Please take him back. I can hear him laughing. Yeah, it sounds just like that.
You notice there are less than 30 Dragonborn left in your tribe.
Ah, fun. It's bad, but also makes getting home easier. Alright, I take all the dragons back real quick.
That's what it sounds like, I guess? I don't know, I'm sorry.
What?
Nothing, go ahead.
Alright, who do you think I fucking sound like? As I break ranks.
Wait, if you're going to pretend to be somebody, you should at least know Crixel's name.
Well, that's awkward.
Is it really awkward? I kind of knew this was going to happen.
This is awkward.
Who are your
Like-
awkward
Zephyr
friends?
just kind of points with a hand, does a little ta-da!
Like, Charmander, I need you to calm down.
I'm
Where's
Charmander.
Illibin?
So Decoria is actually not Charmander.
Oh, you said the other name was up front. Hold on.
Sorry, Decoria. Okay.
I've got too many names.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, I thought you were just being a dick to him. It's her name.
There
No,
you go.
one of them is.
One of them is a dick,
literally
yeah.
nicknamed Charmander,
Yeah, it is.
That's fantastic.
which is a callback to the very beginning when he called a different gold Charmander because it was his brain being wonky. It fucked him.
Oh,
yeah.
that's great. I wasn't around, but yeah.
You were there. It was in Kern. It was the gold who got reincarnated.
Oh shit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No.
So it's that one. Hey, did your scar any better?
Well, how do you... What scar? Could I have any scars anyway? That's a generic question.
The horizontal one on your eye.
Yes, it's much better. As you can see, the magic, the healing magic I've been learning has made it... You're actually fucking Bloodscale, then? What the fuck happened to you? Why are you looking all...
How do you know my nickname? That's
Oh,
nifty.
Well, you know, you had it a little bit before. Well, that's the one that you were trying to go by when we left.
It was? I don't.
Look, I got hit in the head like a lot.
Oh my god, were you trying to make Bloodscale happen and it happened? That's impressive.
Wait, did you...
I guess I gave myself a nickname. That's kind of
Forcing
cringe.
your own nickname, I mean, it stuck.
But I say that's kind of cringe, isn't it?
Unsure how to continue. What do I call you? Which?
I told you my real name.
It's
I know,
Crixel.
but what do you prefer now? It's all up in the air with this.
No, I told you this before. I still prefer Bloodscale.
Alright, then not cringe.
Very cool. Thank you. All right. Hi, Tricoria. How's it? Hi.
Hello? What the fuck are you doing here, and why are you that color?
Oh, yeah. You see eyeballs?
Yes, yeah, they're hard to miss.
And I just opened my mouth and I'd let the dragon hopefully just say, that's why I'm this color.
Hello.
No, fucking...
I'll take that too.
Oh, I was muted. Why was I muted? I was doing the harmonies.
Amazing.
Poor devil.
Classic Nick.
Classic.
Oh man.
So as you open, only one voice, the voice of the gold, he has become the focus. He has become our prism.
I expected more voices.
Right. The fuck is that?
Those are the
Oh.
dragons.
Hold on, I can do this. Mesnos, come here.
Yes.
Oh, do the eye thing. Do the eye thing.
The eye thing.
Have an eye thing?
Oh.
Yeah, where you like change the colors of your eyes depending on which dragon you have attuned.
Oh, I mean...
Well, if I just give Mesnos Shinoth real quick, I go back to my normal kind of rainbowy scales.
Yep. You want? Thank you, I guess. Mesnos.
taking
He
it.
waves to the dragonborn. Okay. So-
I'll just take it back.
You're sharing your color with others somehow.
Pretty much. He's collecting them so that they can bring back one of the long dead dragons.
You're collecting colors. Hold on, Illivan. This is beyond me. And she steps back, and then you see Illivan is being carried. On one side, you do see Solkrath, the dickhead,
Yeah.
and then on the other side is Pazir. And she steps forward and is like, that was merely a rumor. Something you cannot be serious that you are. I mean, clearly you are, but how did you come across these dragons?
Let's see.
And
First one was a weird orc vision quest where we had to kick its ass. It kind of kicked my ass, but then I fell out of being an orc. And then things got all weird. And there was like a weird pact. But then we saved his, to be polite, grandchildren. One of them turned into a weird death tree. So then the pact was kind of done, but he hung around because I told him that was the first kid, and then I told him I would still rescue the second kid. But as far as I was concerned, whatever weird pact control he had over me could go fuck itself, but he actually agreed. Then Feywild crap and multiple other trees and being hit by a lot of magic. And yeah. Oh, and
Shadow Dragon in Hell.
Well, there's that.
The black.
Where the black one killed me, but then the gold one resurrected me. Because the gold one was still alive, but now the gold one's in here.
Hmm.
Brass one's still alive, but he turned into a weird underground freak monster who had no brain, and then we fixed him. But now he's in here.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to resurrect the one of magic now.
Excellent, excellent. Come closer.
Insight check. Can any of these guys be trusted?
You can make your insight checks if you want. Yeah, no problem.
Insight checks all around.
It's
Because if it's Illipin asking, Bloodscale's just going.
okay. Yeah, it's Illibin asking. Perfect. 15, 19. Yeah, they seem to be exactly who they say they are. It's you guys
Don't seem like
know
they're
them.
readying weapons or anything.
No, nothing like that.
Oh, I can take him. It's fine.
Lean closer.
Got all the dragons again. Godzilla that shit.
Come here. Let
That's
me-
true. I haven't got Dylan. But yeah, I'll lean in. Yeah, it's fine.
Let me tell you one of the secrets of our tribe. And she goes to slap you in the face. And she gives you like an old grandma slap, and then she points. You get yourself mixed up with all those other colors. You're gonna get yourself killed. You got your name Bloodscale. We hear only about this Bloodscale who's causing all sorts of havoc, and now you get yourself trapped into a time bubble. We've come to see you all this way. What were you thinking? Then have you even been? Clearly, you've been eating. Who's been feeding enough for you?
I raise my hand.
And she falls and she just hugs you.
I will
missed-
reciprocate.
I missed you, Crixel.
It's been weird. What was the last thing you heard about me doing?
Yeah, it's been.
Oh, I don't know. There's
Yes.
something.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Something about attacking the Gilded Cleaver mercenary band in the forest.
Oh, that happened so long ago.
It was a minute.
Oh, well, that's the last we heard of you.
I mean, they were being run by a demon.
A demon.
I'm pretty sure they're being run by a demon again, and some barren asshole.
A demon and some demons. Oh, that sounds.
Remember
lovely.
that logging village you guys left me at?
The log. Yes, of course.
I was kind of in the middle of like two kingdoms that weren't exactly great with each other.
Yes.
Yeah, they fought, and the complete asshole won.
Ah.
It has a magic deck of cards. It's stupid powerful. Fucked me over. Sold into slavery. Fought in pits for a long time. Got rescued. Joined an adventuring school. A bunch of shit happened. Actually, that demon had one of the kids as a tree.
So what I'm hearing is you can say those words that come so hard to your mouth.
Yeah.
That I was right. Say it out loud. I was right.
I don't know what we're talking about.
That if you stayed there with those mercenaries and those people, that it was going to end with you in death and violence and tragedy, and I was right.
No, because we're about to save the entire goddamn universe.
True.
I didn't say that wasn't part of it. I just said those things would happen, so say I'm right. She winks at you.
I'm giving you partial credit.
So, should we get back to Kern and we can talk about this more?
Well, that depends. Hey, Time God!
Yes, yes, over here. That's
If we go back to Kern right now, are we going to actually have time? Or is it immediately shits on fire?
I mean, you'll always have time. What time do you... Time for what? I don't understand your question.
Actually getting everybody here up to speed.
And also getting Kern up to speed. Like
Yeah.
a day. Like a day. I think we could.
Start until we summon the other daggers still.
Unless Kern's totally fucked since we've been gone.
Yeah, because Kern was
that's true.
already under siege. When we summon the other dagger, it's gonna be really under siege.
Yeah, true that.
It's gonna be Steven Seagal's under siege.
God damn it.
But good.
It's gonna be that last level in Warcraft 3, and it's just about buying time. Big fucking tall guys just walking towards you the whole time.
Yeah, we
Not the
hope
end
it's
of
that
Reach.
buying time and not reach.
Yeah. I mean, that's not something I can tell you. It affects too many things if I do.
If we stay here to catch everybody up here, does time and current flow?
Oh, so are you asking a favor of me?
No, I'm just asking a question.
Oh,
Does time work in Kern at the same rate that it's working right now? Here.
no, absolutely not.
Is it faster or slower?
Can't tell you that.
I mean,
have
he
a feeling-
could. We just.
No, I have a
fall.
feeling that it's slower, or else he'd be pushing us to leave.
Reading in between the lines is an interesting and probably good idea when talking to me.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure we have a bunch of time here, so it might be easier to get everyone here up to speed.
All right.
Should I attune to the dagger here then?
Well, we have to summon the dagger. The minute we summon the
No,
dagger.
one
No,
you
no,
have.
no. The dagger,
Oh.
not the crit.
Oh,
Because I think it'd be beneficial just in case shit hits the fan that I attune to that before we
Yeah.
summon the crits.
are we going to be here an hour?
That really depends.
I mean, we could be here an hour. We can be here for 6 seconds and make an hour go by.
Oh,
Again.
that's great. Yeah.
Also a thing.
I mean, if you don't mind, I gesture towards the time guy.
Oh, I have somewhere to be, and he disappears.
That's fair. We can short rest and I can attune while we do.
Well, we don't need to short rest. Oh, yes, you do. Duh. Sorry.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm attuning to both.
No, you're turning to one. We're not summoning the
no,
other one.
Right, but in general, I'm going to attune to both.
Yes.
And then Tuza is going to fight in the stalling of Phobator while I attune to the Chris.
Yes.
And then I will meet with you guys and we'll fuck him up.
Yes.
Thank you guys. I feel like this is a lot of faith put in me right now.
Yes.
You've earned it.
You're an adult now.
That's right. I was made a man by a hobgoblin and she watched.
It was. Probably shouldn't word it like that. All right.
Why
Yeah,
not
some
Deckard?
Strange
Well,
companions.
he
but still.
attunes to a very rare and magical dagger. All right. Why is the clan so small?
Our journey has not been one that was full of success, and not one filled with kindness either.
I mean, that unfortunately happens sometimes.
Decoria stands up at this point. She's like, "Sir, we had heard there were images of a silverish dragonborn frozen in time. Illiben had decided that it was almost our destiny to come and see that dragonborn and perhaps to help them. So we traveled. And we knew things would not be easy when there was a night when the sky itself broke into pieces and came down and attacked us. Both Drakas and Sulcrath fell in battle, both to be raised by Illiben shortly after that, but the effort took so much out of her that it fell to me to lead and keep us safe. It was not easy.
Right.
But I was able to negotiate passage across the sea by having our clan be bodyguards for a supply boat. When those on this boat began to have nightmares, they thought we were to blame. They thought it was something about our magical blood, and they locked us in the hold. We could do nothing for them as we heard the massacre in the night above. We stayed there until dawn. When we broke our way out of the hold and back onto the deck, there was no sign of anything happening. No blood, no bodies, nothing. And the boat had listed and washed up ashore, miles away from the Verlo port where we had intended to go. don't know this continent very well. We wandered the woods. But eventually, we did come across a talking rabbit, which apparently we were nice enough to that Tixnir. Come forward, Tixnir. One of the Dragonborn stepped forward. You can drop the form. It's okay. And you guys watch as this Dragonborn's form stretches out, and you see a cloud dancer giant. This is Tixnir. She was very, very helpful in guiding us the rest of the way and letting us find our way here. And every night there was something new, and every night we defended ourselves, but more fell than even Illiben could continue to keep up. So we merely pared our numbers down little by little, but we have learned to fight in the night, creating now full ice walls and igloos as thick as we can make them. Sleep does not come easy, though, still. But at least we feel our bodies are safe.
Do you guys also have a bunch of nightmares?
Yes. All of us.
Well, good news. We're going to like the one place in the world at the moment that doesn't have nightmares.
Oh, that would be a wonderful thing.
And then I hug her.
It's funny. She's totally caught off guard. Her eyes kind of like big and just looking forward. And then she like leans in, and the softest little just... and then...
Alright, you're good.
That's... I think with that, that's where we're going to go ahead and end today. Because now I have a much better idea of where things are going, and I want to make sure. So
I think we should go buy an airship and do some fishing. Frankly,
I have a
Gotta get
map
the side
ready
quests
for
out of
that.
the way.
Yeah,
You gotta get
real
those side
side
quests out of the way
quest guy,
before we get locked in that end game, you know?
For all we
I-
know, that there's a couple of these fucking Dragonborn Blitzkills still gonna have to fight, so who knows?
We're gonna leave here, and it's gonna a pop-up is just gonna come up, and it's like, "Are you sure you want to return to Kern? If you return to Kern now, you will be locked in until the story's end. You will not be able to go back and complete any side quests. Are you sure?"
No, by all means, ignore the end of the world. That'd be great for me. But yeah, sorry this one was super fucking scattered and messed up from all of the everything, but it was also one of the, okay, well, let's see what happens. So there should
I
be
feel
much
like it
better.
really came together after
After the baby
like
peed on
30
the
minutes.
floor, yeah.
after the
I think
baby
it really-
peed on the floor.
You know?
Yeah.
So perfect. I hope you guys enjoyed the lore dump, and it wasn't too heavy on the lore dumpy, but it's really weird that the I rolled for a lot of things, and because I didn't want to make decisions, and it was just kind of funny. So, all right. Oh yeah, shit, we're streaming. Bye everybody. We're gonna go now.
Bye everybody.
Because we started, you see.
Yay.